What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. And today is our weekly candle close. And if you've been following the channel, you know that every single Sunday, about an hour after the weekly candle closes, we do a video. And some people have asked me, well, crypto never closes. What do you mean? And I'm not talking about the crypto actually closing, but the weekly candle. Every 7 days it resets, just like every 4 hours, the 4 hour candle resets, and every day the daily candle resets at 000 UTC time. And so that's how we go with our weekly and daily candle charts. So if you didn't know that, now you know. So before we start, I just want to thank everybody. You guys have, showed so much support for the channel lately. And my Twitter is blowing up. We literally gained almost 250 followers in like a week on Twitter, and we gained like 50 new subscribers on YouTube in the last couple of weeks too. So I just want to thank all of you guys for that. We're going to do more giveaways to say thank you, especially if everything goes the way that it's supposed to this week. I'm going to be doing a lot of giveaways, and I'm going to be partnering and offering to put up the rewards for some giveaways and collaborate with people. Maybe we'll do a double giveaway or something like that. So I really think this is going to be fun. If you guys stick around, you're going to be part of it. So, and I just want to let you guys know that if we keep hitting this $6 level, we could be in for some trouble. I didn't want to say it the first couple times we hit it because we just came off of that 2 green weekly candles, and then we had that really bad week and everything that's going on in the world right now. That's why I say there's 3 things that we look for when we do analysis on crypto, any crypto. You look at the news in the world, you look at the technical analysis, and then you look at the fundamentals of the project, like the ecosystem, what it's doing. So right now, the technicals are saying, well, we're holding $6, but if we keep beating on that $6 level, we're going to lose it. And what is the news telling us? Well, the news is telling us that the world is in a cluster fluck of every garbage thing that could happen right now. And I'm glad this is happening in a bear market, because we're already really down, and this would just suck having all these things happen in a bull market. So get it out of your system, world, and then let's get back on track, right? I don't know how we're going to be able to do that. Things are looking bleak going forward with everything. So hopefully Bitcoin and these other cryptos like ICP are going to be the catalyst that brings us out of this kind of crazy situation we're in, or at least provides a way for us to move forward in that type of scenario. So let's get right into some price action now. We're going to look at the chart. We haven't done some in-depth technical analysis for a while. So we're going to go directly to the weekly chart, because if we go back under on the RSI of the simple moving average, that's when we're in trouble. We did close this week at 590. So the last few weeks, okay, we closed here at 585, 584.47. Then we closed the next one at 591. Now this, closed at 591. And then we closed at 590 here. But that was, hold on. Okay, it closed at this. Where did this open at, though? It opened at 590.05 and closed at 5904. So hold on. But that's lower than the 5911. I don't get it. How are we still green on that? Oh, well, it closed green. I don't know how this candle closed green. If this is 591 and this closed at 5909, that's below. Yeah, minus 002 from this. See, plus, so it did close red. Maybe I just can't see it. Hold on, let's zoom in on this sucker real quick. Maybe that is red. And no, because it's green down here too. I don't get that. That's a little bit weird. Maybe it just was so close that they called it. I don't know. That is super funky. That should have been a red one. We're going to count that as a red candle because it did close lower than the previous close and the previous open. Let's see where it opened. Yeah, 5905. Oh, that's why. Because it opened at 5905 and it closed at 5909. That's why it's green. Because look, this one opened at 585 and closed at 599 or 591. So that's all it has to do is close above the open, not above the last week's close. That's what I was thinking. But no, it just has to close above the open 5905 and it closed at 5909. So that makes sense there. But this is looking like we are holding this level strong. But as you know, when you test the level this many times, we are in for, anything could happen. We could lose this level and go down a little bit further. But you can still double your money in this bear market, whether we go down or not. That's what I wanted to let you guys know. I almost made a video saying, yeah, double your money in a bear market. But I want to be more realistic. I know that that's possible. But for right now, let's talk about what's going on. We are very, very close to touching the simple moving average on the RSI on the weekly. This is not good. If we go back below that, then we will go back down and test this all-time low. Just know that you keep your eye on this RSI right here on the weekly. It is at 31.45, and the simple moving average is at 31.02. If we break below 3102 or whatever, if this price goes below this one, then that is very, very bad news for us. Now, what I think is going to happen is we're going to go and bounce off of it and then go up further. I really think that we're at a major level of support, and I don't think it's going to break. What I think is going to happen is we're actually going to make another run up to at least $7. We've been, down for the last 3-4 weeks, right? The last month has been shaky. But the last 3 weeks before this one, this is the only big dumper we had, and then we've just kind of went sideways. So we've had some battles going up, and it looks like the Bears are winning as of right now, but the Bulls are fighting back. So they're trying to establish a level right here. So let's get some more indicators out. Let's get the Bollinger before we get moving averages, just so we can see. And then let's get rid of the RSI too. We already saw that. Let's get the EMAs out here with that. Get 2 of those. So we can at least get a few things in order here. On the weekly. Okay. Unfortunately, we have a lot of resistance in our immediate future. Now, this is a really funky looking Bollinger Band on the weekly. Look at this thing. That is a wonky looking. It basically is just getting skinnier and skinnier and skinnier as we go. So that to me could be bad news too. Because when it squeezes, it could either move to the downside or to the upside, which it will open up if it moves to the upside after it squeezes, right? But a lot of the time when it squeezes, that's why it's called a short squeeze, right? So that is not looking good, but I'm not going to rely just on that. The RSI is still looking healthy. We have a lot of resistance right here at about, 640 all the way up to like 670. There's a big resistance there. That's a median for the Bollinger. And then the EMA 21 is at 860 now. It keeps moving down further and further. Like it was up at 11, and then we were just up at like 10, and now it's all the way down to 849 or 860 actually. So that is a crazy low level for that EMA 21. So that means we don't have to go up quite as far to break out of that. All right, let's move to the daily now. And as you see, another short squeeze right here. It opened up, and then we're kind of squeezing right now. We're at the bottom, though. So it's going to open up either way. It might squeeze us down for a minute if we go sideways. But if we move to the downside, it's going to open up. But if it moves to the upside, it can open up as well. So this is kind of bad. We're in a really, really, we're between a rock and a hard place right now. And I want to go in and look at Bitcoin for a second, because we haven't really looked at Bitcoin a lot on the channel lately, and I think we need to, because Bitcoin actually looks like it might move to the upside soon. It has like this falling wedge right here. So if we can break out of this falling wedge pattern on the daily with Bitcoin, then we are good to go. Let's go look at the daily and see if we can see if there's a falling wedge here as well. Let's zoom out a little bit. I did zoom pretty far in. Yeah, it looks like, well, this one looks more like a descending triangle. Unless we go farther back. If we go all the way back to here, actually, it does look like a descending triangle still. Because if we go from here all the way down like that, and then over here like this is definitely a descending triangle. Yeah, so that's good right there. The only bad thing would be like right here, this descending triangle right here. So we have a nice descending wedge, which is good. We want this descending wedge because this could mean, and this is like, we're getting to an area where we're going to have to make a move soon. That's what I'm saying. When this thing starts squeezing like that, we're getting ready to make a move. And it looks like we could have a nice breakout here. And then that could bring us all the way to the top of the wedge at $9 again. If we get a nice breakout. And it looks like it's about time for a breakout, guys. I really think that Bitcoin is holding strong right here at about 19,000. It didn't even go down to 17,000 this time. So I think we're getting ready to break out of this falling wedge pattern right here. I really do. I think Bitcoin is ready to move past that. Now, there is some sort of an inverse head and shoulders that played out right there. Dang it. I wish I would have got that. But this could act as support too, coming down from that. So I don't know. Bitcoin's actually looking pretty good right now in a recovery standpoint. Um, I think it has. Let's get some indicators out here for Bitcoin. Because the only way we're really going to know what's going to happen with ICP is Bitcoin, right? We look at the technicals for ICP, but Bitcoin is going to control the overall market because that's just the way it works. And so if we get an overall idea of Bitcoin, ICP, the news, and then let's take a look at the ecosystem real quick. And then we corner all three of the main things that it takes to understand what a crypto is doing. And then we're there. And I could tell you 1,000 things with the ecosystem, the NFT marketplaces, Intrapop, the new DeFi marketplaces, ICP Swap, all the new tokens, all the great NFT projects that now have tokens. I mean, there is so many different things that you could say about internet computer and why the ecosystem is fundamentally sound and it can't help but grow and bring money in. So we are getting rejected by the EMA 9 at 19,258. This is going to be our immediate resistance. But if we can break out of the EMA 21 at 1950, well, that is our big resistance level is 19,500. If we can get above 19,500, we break out of this falling wedge pattern, and then we go up and we touch 20,500 or 300, 400, whatever. We go up and touch the EMA 50 at 20,310. So, and then we could even, go from there, test that 22,500 again, and then see what happens. But this is looking nice on Bitcoin. But worst case scenario, we fail to break the 9. We don't get out of this falling wedge pattern. Then we go back down, and it looks like we'd go all the way to 17,500. So that still is a possibility that we do break down and continue this falling wedge pattern. But if that happens, everybody, what happens after that, right? We go down, we touch the 17,500 level, then we bounce off of it, and we go back up to 18,700, break the wedge, and then we break out again. So it basically just, it's inevitable that we're going to go up, but how far down do we go before we make that movement to the upside? That's the question. So we need to watch these breakout levels. If we do break out from 19,000, I'd say probably 600, then I would be pretty set with that. And then we could go back over and look at internet computer. And we're right at a level where we're on support as well with internet computer, but we can't go down a whole lot further for support right now. So this is a crucial level for Bitcoin as it pertains to the internet computer, because Bitcoin can go down further in the falling wedge pattern. Internet computer is kind of at the bottom of its falling wedge, right? So we can't afford to go down much further unless we're, even going to go touch that 550 level again. But if it does, I'm purchasing. Like, I'm buying at 610. So anything under, like 650, I'm purchasing. Like, those are once in a lifetime opportunity buys right there, or once in a bear market buy, right? Because even in the next bear market, we might only get to a low of like 20 or 30. So we might never get to $6 again after this bear market. That's what I'm saying. So let's go to the small time frames now. So, and I'm going to do it on Bitcoin too. So let's go simultaneously to the 30-minute on internet computer and the 30-minute on Bitcoin. Let's make this a funner episode this time. As you see, it looks like there was a massive amount of volume that just came out right here. At guess what time? Right before close, they tried to dump Bitcoin on us. And then look what happened. Boom, it came back up. Right, this is where it closed right here. See 0000. That's UTC time. But so this is where we closed, but they wanted to take it way down, and they put a lot of volume to try to do that. So that's no joke. 143 Bitcoin in 30 minutes, right? To try to dump it. That's a lot of Bitcoin. Let's do the math. 143 Bitcoin at 19,100. Let's do the math on that. Justin will probably have it up for me before I do it. So 19,162 times 143 Bitcoin. That's $2.7 million in 30 minutes. So if you want to try to dump a market, you put $2.7 million in the last 30 minutes, 2 hours before close. They actually should have waited right here. They should have. Oh, they did it. No, they did it an hour before close. Sorry, 2,300 is an hour before close. So they did. They should have waited until 2330 to do it, because just the support level held. There wasn't a lot of volume that came back up to bring us back up to where we're at. So that just means that there's a big support level from previous, purchases in big volumes back here. So yeah, it's looking pretty good on the short time frames. We just broke above the EMA 9 at 135. We broke above the EMA 21 at 161, and we're going to be testing the EMA 50 at 19,207. So if we break above that, we could go up and break that falling wedge pattern and move up to 20,000 and above. So we'll see. We could get rejected and then, have a pullback, but there's no volume to the downside right now to say that that's going to happen. But someone tried to dump it on us right there. You can see. Now let's look at the 30-minute on ICP as it pertains to that. So if we look side by side, they are kind of identical. Someone tried to dump ICP too. A lot of that might have had to do with Bitcoin as well. But this $6 level is a major level of dispute between the bulls and the bears, right? So the cool thing is a lot of the bulls stepped in. As you see on Bitcoin, the previous supports held that. That's because Bitcoin's like, what, 11 years old? Yeah, 12, 2009. So maybe like 13, 12 or 13 years. It's pretty old. So it has a lot of previous support, and a lot of money in the market, like Grayscale and, Bitcoin ETFs and all these big money in Bitcoin. I mean, even $2.7 million couldn't dump it in a half hour. So ICP needed a lot more, bullish momentum. So it probably would have went up anyway with Bitcoin though. But to break these levels, that is what's important. So 594, yeah, we're below everything, even on the 30 minutes. So that is the thing. We were at the very, very bottom of the Bollinger, and it's opening up on the shorter time frames. So that's good. So let's look at this time frame. Ooh, this one is not looking too hot. It did start to open up right here, but it does look like we've hit a bottom, which means we might just bounce off of this and then head to the top and maybe go for a breakout, because we are at the bottom of the wedge right now. So we have a lot of resistance. Now let's go to the chat for a second. We don't do that enough over here. So don't let me forget to come back here though, because there are a lot of questions. I want to see what you guys think of this. So do you guys like it when I showcase what Bitcoin is doing to that? Because I think that's better, because especially like I like to do just ICPTA, but when we're in a rut like this and we've been in the same place for 3 weeks, what more can I talk about than what is Bitcoin doing? What are the other things that are going to mean, how we're going to move? So that's where I'm at, with my TA. So smasheth that liketh button. I like it. Yo, all my moderators are here today. All right, my moderators are getting a big bonus. Send me your guys' principal IDs. I'm gonna send you guys some crypto, man. Motivational sub. Send it to me in Telegram. You all have my Telegram. DM me your principal ID. Motivational sub, Justin, and King Love. I'm gonna send you guys some ICP tokens. Maybe some ghost, maybe some whale, maybe some land, maybe some carrots. You guys want some carrots? You guys know what carrots are? Yeah, they're ICP bunny things. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now. So thank you guys for showing up, man. You three being here solid. Look, we have 7 viewers. That means that your guys' presence is giving us more viewers. So we stay between 5 and 10, but if you guys weren't here, we'd be at like 2 or 3. So thank you guys. Deadman's here too. My homie Deadman. Hey, you send me your principal ID too. I got something for you. Fake news, my guy. Fake news. I don't know if you're on Telegram. See, that's why you got to be active in my chat. I'm sending everybody in the chat some ICP tokens today. So if you comment in the chat, you could get some ICP tokens. So fake news, again, hit me up on Telegram. Deadman, you too. Voltron. You guys just hit me up over there. I'll send all of you guys some tokens. Might not be a lot, but might be a little bit. Let's see. We should talk about Bitcoin and ETH with ICP. Yeah, so Ethereum, that's another one I actually am thinking about talking about more with ICP, because it is integrating, with ICP as well. And I just did a poll on Twitter asking, what crypto do you think could double in price or almost double in price? Because you can't ever exactly double, but if you get like a 40% gain, that's almost double, right? So now it's at 1287. Anything under $2,000, I think, is a steal for Ethereum. Just remember, the last bear market, we were at $200, anywhere between 100 and 200. This is what I want to explain to you guys real quick before we move on. Bear markets and bull markets go in 4-year cycles. You normally had like a 3-year bear market and a 1-year bull market. That's how the market traditionally worked. It was a long bear market. Now we had a 2-year bull run and then a possible 1 to 2 year bear market now. So what happens is that every previous bear market, it's like a stair step. And every previous bear market is one stair. And then we go in that, that bear market, and then we go up another rung. And then that next bear market is the other one. And then we go into the bull market, and then our next bear market, and it kind of goes ups and overs, which is, downs too, but we don't count those in the staircase. So basically what happens is the lows of the bear market, let's say the last one, Ethereum, was $100 is the lowest that it went, right? Or the average price from $1 to $200 is the lowest that it went. Now, let's say in this bear market, the lowest that it ever goes is $800. Well, that's 4x more than the last bear market. So let's just say Bitcoin did the same thing, 4x more than the last one, which was $80,000 at the top and 3,000 at the low. So 3,000 times, what did we say for Ethereum? What? 3x? Or hold on. Ethereum would have been, okay, now I just confused myself. Dang it. I was starting to think about too many things at once. So Bitcoin, quadruples. Yeah, so if Ethereum 4x from 200 to 800, so 3,000, so that would be 12,000 is the lowest that Bitcoin could go. But Bitcoin doesn't go as low as altcoins go sometimes. Sorry, I lost my train of thought, but I got it back. So Bitcoin doesn't go as low as altcoins in the traditional market, right? So when Bitcoin dumps, as you noticed, Bitcoin went down only 70 to 75%. Altcoins went down anywhere from 90 to 99%, right? So Bitcoin not going all the way to 12 kind of goes with, the higher level of the bear market. If the low of the last one is 3,000 and the low of this one's 17,500, what is the next one going to be after that, right? So if you think of it in 4-year cycles, you can't lose, even in a bear market. If you bought in a bear market and sold in the next bear market, you're still going to win, but nobody's going to do that. So that's what I'm saying. And same with Ethereum. If you bought at 200 and the lowest it goes, this is 800. Well, the next one is going to be 4x that. So 3,200 could be the lowest in the next bear market. So sorry, I got kind of off track. I lost my train of thought there for a second, but I think we recovered nicely. So yeah, Ethereum is looking pretty good to buy. It's not looking good as it's pumping and doing a lot of good things, but this is looking like a good time to buy Ethereum. Now, it doesn't have, actually, it does. It has the same falling wedge pattern. And the same, it's more along the lines of the one with ICP, though, more than the Bitcoin one that's actually at the middle of the wedge. So this is actually looking pretty good. If it breaks out, Ethereum could go all the way back up to $1,800 again. We have been in the last, I don't know, 2 months kind of going down. And we could take this even farther back if we wanted, all the way to over here. And it still kind of tracks with that. And then we could take this one all the way back to here. As you see, we're getting to this breakout point, not just on ICP, but Ethereum, on Bitcoin. This is the shorter time frame, but if we go back out to that daily, you can kind of see we're getting to that point where we need to make a big move to the upside. The only thing about Bitcoin is there is a lot of room to the downside here. But the thing is, there's a lot of support going down. So it isn't like if we break this level right here, we go all the way down to 17,500. So that's pretty good. Now, Ethereum, let's get some moving averages out here real quick. I did change it back, right? Okay. Let's get 1, 2, and then we really need the RSI for Ethereum because this is what tells us, how strong Ethereum is doing right now. Okay, we actually just broke back above the simple moving average on the RSI, so that's good. We broke down below it and then wicked right back above it, so that's good. We test that as support, and it looks like we're strong. It looks like Ethereum wants to make a recovery right now. We're starting a new week. I think we have a really good opportunity to really blast off this week, not just with Ethereum. Bitcoin is looking like it could. Internet computers looking like it could, but if they don't, we are going to lose a massive level, not only with Bitcoin, not with only with internet computer, but also with Ethereum as well. We could lose these major levels. If we break below this simple moving average and get confirmed under it, we're going to go probably back down to about $900 is where I see it going. Yep. Anywhere between $900 and $1,000 if we break this falling wedge to the downside. So, and the same with internet computer. If we break this falling wedge to the downside, we are going to go probably down to about 480. Maybe a little bit lower. We might actually get a new low. I don't want to see that. I don't think that's going to happen, but we got to be realistic that it could. I actually don't think that's going to happen at all, but I think we already hit our low. I think the low is already in. I normally don't like to call that, and I'm not officially calling it, but that's my opinion. I think the bottom has hit. Look at all that volume that comes into ICP, though. These bulls are really defending this $6 level like a champ. Let's look at the volume on Ethereum. No volume, guys. Hold on. This is the daily? Okay, that's the 1 hour. Let's go to the daily. All right, let's go to the 1 hour here and then the 1 hour on Ethereum. Okay. There's a lot of sell volume, man. They were trying to dump all crypto, guys. They were trying to take it down. But I think support caught, and there was nothing that they could do. I think all crypto right now is at massive support. I think there's so much money in crypto. Let's talk for a second again. I think there's so much money in crypto. When I saw some reports of a chart that shows how many people are longing and shorting crypto, how much leverage trading there is, look back at 2020, very little. I mean, there was some, but now there is probably about 20 times the amount of activity leverage trading right now in the bear market than there was at the beginning of the bull run. Yes, it did go higher when we were in big parts of the bull run, but if there's that much money going in and out of crypto right now, why are we at such low prices? Because we're in a bear market. These are design things. We're not supposed to make money in a bear market. Bear markets are mainly for accumulating. And once you realize that, it will open up a brand new door for you guys in your journey. You will think of things in at least 2 to 4 year segments. When I invest now, that's why when the graph went down, from 80 cents and I lost a little bit of money, I'm still in the profit, right? But once the bull market comes back around, all that money's coming back. It's like a clock. It's like it's just like putting your money in a bank, right? They do whatever they want with it. So if money goes out of the crypto but it's coming back, it's just like the bank lending out your money. You're like, okay, I'm losing money in crypto right now, but I know the next bull market's coming. It happens every single time. Why is it different now? Everybody keeps saying, no, it's different. Well, little things are different. There's more money in the market. There's more crypto. But as for bull markets and bear markets, the cyclical nature of crypto, it's built into the code. Why would that change? Are you changing the code of crypto? Like, let's talk about this for real. If the market is changing and the cycles are changing, that means you had to go in and change the crypto code. You had to go in and change Bitcoin on a fundamental level in order to change the cyclical nature. Why is it cyclical? Because there's a finite supply. And the way that they're distributed, specifically Bitcoin, is in 10-minute intervals. So if it's distributed in 10-minute intervals and there's only a finite supply and it reduces the amount that are put out there, it's built in to go up every 4 years. That's what I'm saying. It's built into the mechanism. The distribution is built into the blockchain to go up every 4 years. So if you start thinking about it in that way, that's why Michael Saylor is going to win. Because he has, that holding forever stuff. Of course, he's going to say that because he wants people to buy Bitcoin, right? But in nature, if Bitcoin goes to $1 million, Michael Saylor is going to take profit. That's just human nature. But what I'm saying is he sees something that I see, that I saw when I first got into Bitcoin. I said, I saw this pattern. I was a newbie. I didn't even know anything about stuff. I'm good at reading charts. And I was like, I looked at Bitcoin and I was like, 18 months. I looked at some time frames and it wasn't even really charts. It was like time frames. It showed this halving event. So I did my research. When I found out a bit about Bitcoin, I went down the rabbit hole. And I'm like, okay, what is this mechanism that uses to distribute the Bitcoin? That's how a project can be monitored. You can't monitor a government that can keep printing, but you can monitor a 21 million supply, and you can make money with that if you know what you're doing. So I said, well, when did the crypto go up historically? Well, in 2013, it was 18 months after the halving. Like, okay, well, did that happen in 2017? Boom. And I looked at the same thing, and I'm like, well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Let's try for 2020. Let's see if that works. And so I bought Bitcoin at $9,000 when it was that low. I was like, 18 months from now, I was telling everybody, anyone who saw me, my family, I'm like, 18 months from now, Bitcoin is going to go to $60,000. And I thought it was going to be at 60 because of the cyclical nature from 4 year to 4 year, the low to the low, the high to the high. You can kind of get a kind of idea of where the crypto is going. And same with ICP. The more time that we have ICP on chart, the more I'm going to be beneficial to you guys because I'm really good at reading them long-term signals. And right now, it looks like we are at a bottom for ICP. This looks like a clear level, and if not, it's close to a bottom. So this is where I would be accumulating. Now, it is unfortunate for those of you who bought it at 50 or higher. I even bought it at $44, and I lost a lot of money at that first trade. But the good thing about the way I trade is I trade in bunches. I don't trade all my money at once, or else because I could have got wrecked before by doing that. But if you accumulate, that's why it's a long game. Like when I bought at $9,000, I didn't buy one Bitcoin. I was actually broke. I only put a couple $100s in. Imagine if somebody would have backed me with money for my prediction back then at $9,000 and was like, okay, here's 10 grand. Here, buy a Bitcoin. Boom. I would have given him 30 grand. Let's split it, man. Bitcoin 60 grand. You get 30, I get 30. But now I have my own money. And now I have a substantial amount of ICP to go into this next bull market and the one after that. I'm actually more concentrated on the bull market after next. See, that's the way I think. I'm thinking chess. Don't play checkers with crypto. If you play checkers, you will get wrecked because you're playing checkers when everybody's playing chess. So you're playing the wrong game. If you're playing the long game, you can't lose. Yeah, unless a Luna. Okay, you can lose if there's a Luna situation. But that's 1 in a million, right? If you closed your eyes and picked a crypto, you would have picked one besides Luna, and it wouldn't have crashed. So it's very rare that that happens, and the more that regulation comes into the space, which everybody's screaming for regulation. We all want regulation, but you guys want regulation so you can do this. So you can get in our pockets. You don't want regulation to help us from getting scammed, from bad people using the money. You want to load your pockets. So when we get some real regulation in the space, that's when things are going to go according to cycle. So Bitcoin can be down 85% max. So that is neither here nor there. It has traditionally only gone down, about 75%. Sometimes it does go, to that 90, like when we have the recession thing that happened. We'll call it a recession in 2019. You know what I'm talking about, the event. But yeah, it's cyclical. It's nature. It's like the seasons. After fall is going to come winter every time. It's not going to change because we had a bad winter, right? Oh, it's a bad winter. This is a perfect example. Oh, it's a bad winter. We're not going to have summer next year. No, that's not the way it works. You have a bad winter, but you're still going to have summer because it's the way that it's built into the code of the way that the world works, right? So it's the same thing with Bitcoin and these cryptos. It's built into them to be cyclical. All they have to do is wait. That's all that anybody has to do. If you put money in crypto and you want to get $1 million overnight, you're going to have a 1 in a million chance. But if you put $2,000, let's just say, this isn't financial advice. I'm not telling you to go put this amount of money. But if, just say I had $2 grand and I wanted to put it in a crypto right now, and I said, I don't need to look at that till the next bull market. Jeff, when's the next bull market? And I'm like, okay, well, when's the next halving? In 2024. Well, 18 months after that. Okay, so if it's in 2024, May of 2024, we're only in 2022 right now, the end of it. So we have all of 2023 and then May of 20. So we have like a year and a half until that. And we've had about a year of a bear market. So we could get anywhere from 2 to 2.5 years of a bear market, right? And so, but then after that, so I would say probably 2025. If you could hold your money in there, yeah, that's like 3 years from now. But if you're okay, if you're like, okay, I'd be willing to sit for 3 to 5 years. You cannot lose in ICP or even Bitcoin or basically any crypto that's not going to go away. That's just the way that it works, though. I've noticed every single bull market, cryptos go way up. Even XRP during that crazy stuff, it went up. Not to new all-time highs because of everything that happened. But imagine if the SEC case didn't happen. XRP probably would have went up to at least $10. Ethereum went to $8,000. Bitcoin went to 70,000. Internet computer went to 750. You're telling me that Ripple couldn't have went to $10? Oh, it could. That's only 20x from where it's at now. And we are way further down than 20x in a lot of these altcoins. So, yeah, I want to know what you guys think about that. Are we going to see Bitcoin over 100K next bull run? So I actually thought that Bitcoin was going to 100K. I kind of fed into my own hype, though. I predicted 60K, and then I got a little ambitious, and I kind of fell for the hype, and that was my fault. I was like, yeah, I said 112,000. That was my original prediction after I made the 60,000. I should have just stopped with the 60,000 prediction because that was pretty spot on. But will it go to 100,000? Well, if we think of it as we can go 4x in the next bull market from where we went, or 3.5, because 2017 Bitcoin was 20,000 at the high, right? Well, if you look in 2020, what was the highest? 70,000. So 20,000 times 3 is 60,000, and then half, that's about 70,000, right? So Bitcoin went up 3.5x from 20,000 to 70,000. So that means the next bull run, Bitcoin could possibly go up 3.5x from this all-time high, which would be $210,000 if we go off that logic. From the 2013 to the 2017 to the 2021 bull run, it went up 3.5x. What did it go up from the 2013 to the 2017 though? It went up from, well, let's go look at the price of Bitcoin in 2013, and we can tell you. So let's go to the weekly, or we could even go to the monthly. Let's go to the monthly so we can. Okay. So back in 2013, let's go all the way back here. Okay. So the bull market was in what, December? Let's see here. This looks like the bull market right here, right? In 2013. Yeah. So it went to a high of $1,163 in 2013. Then in 2017, it went to $20,000. So it actually 9x'd from 2013 to 2017. So it almost reduces it by half. So I would say 100,000 would be a good bet. So if we go 9x from here and then only 3.5x to here, it's probably going to be somewhere like 2x from the top, right? If we keep going along that kind of logic of, lowering the amount by about half. So 3.5x, so 1.75x. So yeah, that would be almost exactly 100,000 the next bull market. Dude, that's crazy that the prediction kind of runs with where Bitcoin could probably go. That is a little bit crazy to me. Yeah, anywhere between 125. Yeah, dude, you hit it right on the head right there. 100 to 125K would be almost exactly where we would be if we follow that kind of a little bit less than half on each one. So winter is after fall. Now you're getting me. Yeah. Winter is after fall, and then spring, and then summer. I think I won. XRP did not win the SEC case, but they did win a blow. I was reading that they got documents allowed talking about Ethereum being not a security. So the SEC was trying to hide those documents from XRP, saying that Ethereum is not a security. Well, if Ethereum is not a security and XRP is the same thing as Ethereum, well, then XRP can't be a security. And that basically proves it. They were trying to hide those documents. Now those documents were overruled. They're going to be seen by court. So That's going to be pretty awesome, guys. I think I might do some more XRP videos. We'll see. Man, I had some pretty big videos back in the day because of that. So, all right, I think that's about all we have. Oh, we didn't look at the tokens yet. Let's go look at the weekly price for the tokens, real quick. Well, maybe not the weekly price, but you know what I mean. We'll look at the price. There isn't really a weekly chart yet. Go to swap tokens. I really want to look at Ghost. Oh yeah, and guys, make sure that you send me your everybody in the chat. Make sure you send me your principal ID in DM. And that's only people who are live here in the live chat. So if you guys are live, I might do that more often. I might just give out like anywhere from a couple hundred to a couple thousand tokens. You never know. So you're always going to want to be here. All right. So it does look like we have a ascending triangle pattern, which is really good. It means that we are slowly but surely continuing to the upside. So I really like the way Ghost is looking right now. We can't do a lot of in-depth analysis, but we can look at the volume. And it does look like we've still been hitting a few $1,000s a day. So this is looking good. I mean, Ghost is looking pretty solid. It's not looking like it was at the beginning, but that was, you know, just the initial phase. We'll get way higher than that eventually. We'll probably be at 1 million a day. But till we get there, fake it till you make it, baby. All right, let's go back. I want to look at Dog Me. Shout out to not only Ghost, my homie ICP Link, you know, gave a bunch of tokens for a giveaway. Shout out to him, man. I really hope your project does well. I love it. Great project. Same with Dog Me. And I did a writing guild contest for NDP. They gave me 1,000 tokens for writing a blog. All these guys are freaking awesome. So I like the projects. I like the people behind them. It's kind of like a win-win. Dog Me has a token and an NFT. NDP token is going to be a governance token for the NNS DAO. And Ghost, they're coming out with a new NFT called Flying Ghost, I think. But anyway, let's go into this one, Dog Me. I really think this one's going to take off. 30,000 in volume the first day. That's massive. And then 10,000, 6,000, 7,000, and then down. But we had a nice $1,000 volume yesterday. And when the market starts to recover, we're going to have a lot more. 250 today. I'm going to put like 1,000 in one of these one day. Put like $1,000. I don't know which one yet, but yeah, and this one looks like it's plateauing. This looks like a solid bull flag still. I mean, it just keeps like stretching out to the peak. I'd be even cool if it didn't break to the downside or upside and just gradually went up. I'd be okay with that too. So I don't really know what to say about this because I don't have any indicators or anything. So I don't know about technically on the price of this right now. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Just so I look smart. You know, I'm not going to do that. So it does look like there's a nice support here, but who I don't know. I like the project, but I don't like losing money. So I don't know if it's the time to buy it yet. Definitely if a lot of people buy it, it won't go down though, right? So there's that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I wish I had some more indicators. I can't give you a full analysis on this right now. But if it holds this level, man, that will be nice for anybody who bought it under here. So unfortunately, almost everybody who bought it up here is now needing to buy it now to get into the profit. So the trading volume is down. 28,000 Dog Me per one wrapped ICP. But this project's going to do well in the long term. Again, what if you just bought this token and waited like till the next bull market, right? And then maybe it's worth a penny, and then you just made thousands and thousands of dollars, right? But sitting here watching it every single day, that's not the way to save yourself your sanity. So now let's look at NDP because I think it's the time to get this one too. But if it's much lower than 8.2, I'm not going to really be getting it. Okay, it's not much lower. It's at 8.1. I'm cool with that. I mean, but if we would have been at like 6, I probably would have said, yeah, I'm not doing this one for now. Not going to lie. but still being at 8.1, still a decent price, but a very good price if we keep going up, because look how far we've dropped. So this one definitely looks like it's plateaued here, but who knows, right? Um, the market's really shaky right now, and a lot of people aren't using risk assets with everything going on in the world. But I like the project. I think it's going to do well, and I think in the long term, we're going to be higher than this original starting price, so of 2 cents. So I'm not worried about that. I would actually be purchasing at this price. Same with Dogme. I just couldn't tell you either way whether or not it's a safe time to buy, but there is some support at this level. So now, what other one should we look at? Xcanic, because I know my homie Voltron, he holds this one. And there was a lot of volume in here. $51,000 the first day. Wow. Wow. 10,000, 15,000. Okay, that's even higher than Ghost. That's crazy. And if it can get that much once, it can do it again. So today we only have 326. Yesterday 380, 3,000 the day before though. So it's like hit or miss with this. I don't know. But again, we are in a constant trend downwards. But if we break out of this, it looks like a falling wedge pattern. So if this falling wedge breaks, it could actually go to the top of this. So this would be a good time. I would actually get into this one right now. What is this? Xcanic. This looks like a good buy right now. Not financial advice, guys, but look at that. It's a falling wedge. So, I mean, that looks pretty decent right there. Not going to lie. See, I tell you the bad and I tell you the good. I'm just telling you what I see. And it's up to you to make the decision if, it's worth putting money in or not. I can't tell you that. Okay, 17,000, and this one was land. Another one that I really like, and I'm going to get more. Land token, 3 to 10,000 a day. Okay, not bad. Ooh, 4,000, 3,000. Then we get to the rut over here we're having. All crypto. Dang it, man. Why is it so low, man? We need more land buyers, guys. What are you doing? All the people buying crypto, where are you at right now? Why are you not understanding how awesome this crypto is? Let's look at the price. Yeah, and look, it's at that plateau. Like I said, if you would have bought days ago, you still would have been cool. It might went down a little bit, but yeah, this is the time to get into this one. And for me, but for you, you just have to make that decision. All right, guys, I think that's about all we have for today. But those tokens, some of them are looking juicy, and some of them I just don't know because there's not the indicators that I normally use. All I can use is my site with the charts, right? And I can see past levels, and I can see if there's a pattern there. And they're all brand new. But now that most of them have already dropped, this is the time that you get into them after if you miss the first initial pump. So. Yeah, it is kind of like an airdrop on live stream, but I just like to reward my loyal subscribers, man. That's what it is. It isn't an airdrop. It's just I like to help out the homies who help me out. You guys being here helps my business. Because the more people that show up here, the more valuable my brand is. The more valuable my brand is, the more people that want to work with me. The more people that want to work with me, the more money I get. The more money I get, the more giveaways I can give to you guys. So it starts with you. It starts with you. Everything starts with the liking, the commenting, because then, like I just said, I went through the process. You like me, I make more content, I get, noticed by more people notice me, pay me more, I can get more to give to you to pay you more. So I wonder what else is going to launch on ICP. That is the best question of the day. I can't answer that, but man, if we could answer that question right there, there's a lot of good stuff because actually Cubetopia is officially getting ready to launch on ICP. Bird token is getting ready to launch on ICP. What else? I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Bitcoin integration is getting ready to launch. They already have the test net up, so we're just waiting for the final main net migration. There's a lot of stuff happening, and there's a lot of stuff we don't know There could be a lot of $1 billion. Oh, stable coins that come to the internet computer. Imagine, you know why Tron stays at the level that it does? USDT. Billions of dollars of USDT. Maybe even I don't know, do they have USDC in Tron? Well, imagine if internet computer gets billions of dollars of stable coins in it. I know Victor and some of the other guys have, and we've been talking about that. You know, what if stable coins, the big ones, come to the internet computer like USDT, USDC, or a brand new stable coin, right? So the internet computer has a bright future. And I am going to be basically broadcasting it to you the whole way, the prices, the ecosystem, and all that. Once I stop with the grant, I probably won't do as many price videos. I'll still be doing maybe 1 or 2 price videos a week after the grant ends, and then maybe like 1 ecosystem video a week, unless I get another grant. Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen in the future, right? But this might be my last grant. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. Maybe I'll get another one. Maybe I won't. But either way, I'm going to continue to support ICP, the creators on here, the NFTs. I have a lot of NFTs, and I'm going to collect as many as I can. We'll see, though. All right, guys. I think that's about it. Thank you for coming and, just kicking it with me. This has been a really weird last 3 weeks with crypto. But this is the bear market. It's all about time. We just got to wait it out, right? And that's why they call it crypto winter, because the blizzard comes, the snow sticks, might stay all winter, but eventually the snow dries up. It melts. And we have summertime, which is the bull market, and it will happen. So I'm here to give you a little bit of hopium today. That's what I'm here. Right now is a good time to buy any good high-level crypto for me. I hate that I have to say that stupid stuff, guys. Like, I don't do it because, like, oh, yeah, you're going to sue me. But the one time I don't do it, someone's going to sue me. You won't get much from me, but I want my NFTs. I don't want someone to sue me for my ETH flower. What? If they do, it's worth $1 million then. So if I owe you $1 million, no. The bear market does. It really does. The testnet is kind of wonky. Yeah, I haven't used the testnet yet. Okay. Speed was the only real issue. Okay. I love bear market because it makes opportunities. Yeah, it makes millionaires. And I want at least a few of us, to go there together. I know Voltron, I think you're going to see a couple millionaires in the group. Now, if a couple of you guys get maybe fake news too, actually, because I think he buys, yeah, he does. Fake news, I think he's trying to get 1,000 too. So we have like 3 of us in here. And I know, King, I know you guys are collecting ICP, but I would really, if you're collecting, maybe, I don't know, Justin, I'll talk to you offline, man. But I just want you guys to do the best. And I think ICP has one of the best opportunities to make a lot of money. And that's why I am so gung-ho on it. I could make more videos about other stuff every day. Like, they didn't tell me I can't make. I do this because I think this needs to be heard. If I have to make 100 videos, 1,000 videos. Now, if my videos got like 100,000 views, I would probably make less of them. But I have to make more because YouTube, they want me to pay. They want me to pay for ads. YouTube does. So, but I can't do that anymore. So hopefully they don't get mad at me. But I'm going to make a lot of money in ICP, guys. I do love the money that I get paid from YouTube every couple months. So all of you that gave me a super chat or any of that, it really helps me out a lot, especially like in between grant payments. I got that YouTube payment at the perfect time. I made a good Bitcoin trade, and then I got my YouTube payment, and everything worked out perfectly. So you guys that supported me and sent me super chats, members, man, you guys basically helped me carry me through this hard time. So thank you guys so much for that. You guys are my peeps. I'll do anything for you. And now that I have a little bit, I'm going to give it back. So, all right, guys, that being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang!